Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. My name's Jordy and I'm here to do a general tarot card reading for the Pisces Collective. We're just going to jump right in today and start pulling some tarot cards. We'll grab one card for a significator. So this kind of gives us a theme for the reading. We've got the Three of Swords reversed. That talks about healing. And then we'll grab a 10-card tarot spread. So we have the Star, also a very potent card for healing. Influencing the current moment is the Magician reversed. We have the Eight of Wands in the middle of the reading. In your recent past is the Four of Cups reversed. We have the Queen of Swords in the distant past. We have the Tower card in the future. We have the Knight of Wands representing you. We have the Eight of Swords in the environment position. We have the Ten of Cups reversed in your fears and desires position. And the Chariot card in the Oakham. Six of Wands reversed underneath the bottom of the deck. Okay, so we've got this theme of healing happening in your reading. It feels like there is a complicated situation happening in your environment with this Eight of Swords being here. Maybe not knowing how to deal with somebody's energy. Maybe not knowing how to deal with your family's energy or a particular lover. Feeling like you need space. Feeling like you need to block some of this energy so that you can kind of restore yourself. And the Eight of Wands is kind of showing that this is making it difficult when it's above the Eight of Swords. It's like you're being bombarded with other people's energy right now. Maybe even the cosmic energy of this astrological movements in the sky. And it's just a lot for your nervous system. It's a lot for your mental well-being. And we do have an energy here of sudden change in the future, which accelerates your growth, which accelerates your forward movement and your success. So it's almost as if you're getting ready to break out of your cocoon and to start flying like a butterfly. And right before that moment happens, before that sudden change and that freedom that you gain from breaking free of that cocoon, there's a lot of internal struggle. And this internal struggle also manifests externally as well. Like there's some things that you might be dealing with in your day-to-day life and energy that you have to deal with from other people that is a struggle. And your normal technique of like going within or gaining space from these people or getting some quiet time, all of those normal techniques to like kind of get back into your own energy may not be an option during this time because it's kind of all just coming at you all at once. And there might be a lot of communications coming through your cell phone. It's just kind of saying that like there's just no room to hide right now. And I think the only way forward is to allow certain things in your life to fall apart. You don't have to always be on the ball with your communications. You don't have to always be on the ball with your manifestations. Let something go right now. Give it time to work on its own. You've got a lot of activity going on around you, and something has to give in order for you to move forward with momentum in your manifestations. And this feeling like everything's coming at you at once is probably because you're holding on to too many things at once. Do you see what I mean? So when I saw this Queen of Swords come out when we were shuffling and pulling cards, I immediately was drawn to the light coming out of her shoulders. And this made me think that there's some type of weight on your shoulders right now. I know it's not the Ten of Wands, which really shows that clearly, but you're handling a lot. You're trying to keep a lot of things held together right now. And right when you're going through your own personal transformation, like something beautiful is transforming in your life, and there's a lot of other like chaos going on around you while this is happening, and it's all going to settle down eventually. But I think what's going to happen is you're going to kind of get ahead of this chaos and be on your own trajectory where you leave it behind, where it might still be ongoing, but you're no longer part of it anymore. So we have the Star card and the Tower card. The Tower card comes before the Star card in the major arcana, yet we have the Star card in the current moment, and then we have the Tower card in the future. So it's almost like a reversal of the normal flow of the major arcana. Well, what does this mean? Typically, if we even look at the card that's before the Tower card, is the Devil. And then even before that is Temperance. And before that is the Death card. So, and then even before that is the Hanged One. We go from the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, which is when things have changed in our life. Then we go into the 11, which is when things come into order and we have to make decisions that are going to balance the scales in order for us to get through this next change in our life. Then we have the Hanged One, which is when we evaluate what is holding ourselves back personally, what's holding ourselves back mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and it's a time of contemplation. Then we have the Death card, which is where we release all of that. We let that part die and let it transform. And then after the Death card, we have the Temperance card, where we're adjusting. You can see in the Temperance card, we have these two cups that are kind of going up and down, spilling water into each other. So we're kind of adjusting, being patient as the transformation is happening. And then we have the Devil card that comes after that, which kind of shows where our weaknesses are and how we can resist the transformation and fall victim to fear, fall victim to addiction even. And then all of a sudden we have the Tower card, which is when things reach a point where the transformation is helped by the divine, where there's a sudden breakthrough. And then after that is the Star card, which is when we see our blessing come in, where we see the most healing happening, is after that breakthrough. So it's almost as if from the 10, from the Wheel of Fortune, when things start to change in our situation, we're going through a lot of personal transformation in major ways. And then the universe kind of steps in and speeds up that transformation. And then we have the Star card, which is when we see the true blessings come through. And then after that, it it just kind of goes on from there. So what we're seeing here is that in order for you to experience the true blessing of the current moment, the wish fulfillment that you're looking for, there has to be some type of destruction or catalyst that's going to push you forward into this wish fulfillment. And it's happening anytime now. The fact that the Star card and the Tower card are in like the current and future positions tells me that these are kind of really closely related, and that this feeling that I'm getting of you being like right about to burst out of your chrysalis into butterfly form is telling me that there's not much time between the current and the future moment in this tarot reading. So any time now, there's going to be a catalyst that's going to boost you forward in your manifestations. And this is going to allow you to break free from a lot of the chaos that's been going on around you. It's almost as if you're under pressure right now, and that pressure is just going to reach a peak experience. And then after that, things move forward. It's a little bit of a vague message because I'm not really getting specific details about like which part of your life this is impacting. If we go through the other individual card pairings, we have the Magician reversed and the Knight of Wands. This is just showing how much action you're putting into your manifestations. And even with the Magician being reversed, it's right next to the Star and the Eight of Wands, and then we have the Tower in the future. So it's telling me that this reversal is saying you've already manifested what you want to accomplish and create here. It's just a matter of it getting that spark or taking off. The Chariot card in the outcome position here. And even though you're continuing to put action towards your manifestations and still trying to make it happen and make sure that things don't fall apart, the ball is already rolling. It can't be stopped. You're going to break free of this chrysalis stage of the Eight of Swords, and then all of a sudden you're going to be flying like this Eight of Wands above it. And the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords also talks about like you having your comfort zone, and then the universe is kind of like pushing you outside of your comfort zone with all this incoming energy, just to kind of get you ready to soar above it all and realize that you have new ways to deal with these pressures, new talents, new skills, new opportunities even that are going to help you rise above the challenges. We have the Four of Cups reversed and the Ten of Cups reversed. I didn't focus too much on these cards in this reading, but it is kind of saying that this is uncomfortable emotionally, and the future vision, the future destiny of where you want to end up is changing as well. It feels like you're trying to hold together a certain relationship dynamic or a certain family dynamic or group dynamic right now, and you might actually be outgrowing it or breaking free from it or moving forward faster away from this relationship dynamic than you anticipated. And that's okay, Doesn't mean you're going to be leaving them in the dust. It just means that your paths might diverge for a while and then come back together again down the road or a couple weeks later even. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Chariot. So in the Queen of Swords, you can see this. She's trying to do her best here to handle the pressure that's on her shoulders. And she's remaining grounded. She's remaining, good with her communications as well. But then in the Chariot card, she's kind of just like throwing her arms up in the air and celebrating with the forward movement that's happening. So it's kind of just like a big release that's happening here, where we're going from a serious Queen of Swords energy into a carefree and triumphant Chariot energy. which is beautiful. All right. Well, hopefully you found this reading exciting. I'll see you again soon.